sad.
Why? I mean, that's what streamers do. They have goals.
No, but I don't know. I feel like we're not exactly giving anything in return.
We're giving an hour of
We'll give them shout
entertainment.
out.
Yeah, we'll read their names on chat.
Yeah.
I saw some people do that, like on YouTube. Like at the end of every clip, they'll be like, "Oh, shout out to all our Patreons or whatever," and they'll mention each name.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what they do.
Are we doing
But why do you
uh
want to? I mean, like, why do people want to shout out anyway? Like,
Like, don't you like hearing your name being uttered by famous people?
if it's for something good,
Yeah, lah, for like you contributed to their.
I mean, like, I don't know if you can. I don't know if like those people I watch are considered famous. I mean, they have a lot of views, but I don't know if they're famous.
Like, let's say PewDiePie read your name.
No, like I wouldn't mind a
It's a
shout
big
out
deal.
if it gave me followers, right?
Yeah.
Like if I want the exposure for like something I'm doing, that's fine. But I'm just like someone watching, then I don't think it makes a difference. Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
rather not, right?
I mean,
I like my privacy.
yeah, but I mean, if you're a content creator, it would like.
oh, we're live.
Yeah, we are live. Oh, I didn't tell you. I said we were going live. I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
That's
was
all
totally
right.
not listening.
We had a rolling start.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have any viewers yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are we not doing Facebook Live?
I haven't figured out the I was thinking of
Oh.
experimenting this weekend.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. We'll
Maybe I will get a mic.
yeah. Oh, one
You
thing
need one in front of you here, right? It looks pro.
like Facebook
Yeah,
Live,
right?
the resolution is capped and like the frames are capped if you're not a partner. So
Oh, right.
maximum like 720p 30 fps.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, on Twitch now I'm streaming at 1080p 60 fps. Yeah.
I don't have to be at 1080p. It's not like you want to see my skin flaws in a slightly higher resolution.
Well, I mean, your
Oh,
webcam's a bit blurry anyway, but yeah.
exactly.
We need a GoFundMe for a webcam too.
Yeah, we should start one.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Patreon or, coffee.
Actually, I don't know. I feel like your phone's webcam will probably be much better.
Yeah, phone camera's good. I actually tried it once.
Like now
But
I'm using my iPad's web front-facing camera,
hmm
and I don't know. At least on my screen, it looks pretty clear.
yeah, you have the clearest camera like out of
Yeah,
all
a
of
lot
us.
less.
Because
Oh,
my PC webcam is really old.
oh, okay.
I was thinking of
So you
getting a
didn't upgrade
nice one
that
the other
part.
day, but it's like $600 for a good Logitech webcam. But the
Really?
quality is really good. Yeah,
Wow.
you can do like 60 FPS at 720p.
Oh,
That's pretty sick. Yeah.
that's pretty sick. But you need really good bandwidth, right? Or else people will still see you as like blocks anyway.
I guess, but I mean, like, our internet is fast, so it's no big deal.
Oh.
Yeah, we
Hmm.
have good internet.
Well, I got a green screen, a foldable one.
Uh
So
huh.
let's see how what is good quality. So oh yeah. So speaking of which, I researched green screens.
Okay.
Um, yeah, because you can see here, like, the edges on my fake background are blurring me a little bit. So I figured, oh, maybe if I get like a professional green screen, then I would show up better against the background.
Yeah.
It's also less distracting because for work I also use a virtual background, and I feel like it's super distracting if someone's like disappearing pixel wise on
Are
the
you
edges.
using it now? The green screen?
No, I haven't received it yet. Yeah, so I was just
Oh,
looking on
okay.
Amazon. So it's like a world of scams and whatnot because
I just.
you can always claim it's a green screen, but
Mm-hmm.
it has to be a certain green for it to really really work.
Okay.
It's called chroma key green,
Yeah.
and then yeah. So I was hoping for something that's like a decal, like a sticker that I can stick on the wall because I
Mm.
have no means of like really hanging on the wall. But
Yeah.
they just don't make a good like sticker type. So I got this like, how those like windshield like sun protector things have like this wire and you can like
Yeah.
hold it.
Uh huh.
Yeah, something like that.
When you get those like rollable ones,
they're really heavy and big.
Oh, is it? I have no idea.
Yeah,
Or
Yeah,
why don't
it's
you
like
just
I'm
go to
getting a
like
whole projector screen.
yeah,
why don't you go to like an art store and just buy like a uh, green
cardboard.
cardboard, whatever that paper is called.
Yeah.
I was trying to look for a paper version, but I couldn't find one on Amazon. But what is this thing you're showing on the screen? This looks good.
Yeah, so I just discovered this program this week,
Mhm.
XSplit VCam. It's supposed I haven't tried it yet. I was
Oh,
thinking of trying it, but yeah,
this is great,
it basically uses software to eliminate the background without a
and it
green
does
screen.
so
Yeah.
better with compared to the native Zoom.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, I haven't tried it, but you can give it a shot.
That seems promising.
Yeah, and it's free, so nothing to lose.
Okay,
Yeah,
what's the catch? See,
none
upgrade.
that I can find. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh
there's a
well.
watermark.
Oh, there's a watermark.
Yeah.
Rip. Oh well. What is it? Lifetime license, 199. What the hell?
Come on, that's actually pretty sweet. Like
Oh
pretty
wait,
cheap
no,
if it's
that's
actually
premium.
work.
Oh, okay, for VCam only, lifetime is $40. Yeah, I guess you can download
Hmm.
the try, see if it works. I mean, it's
It's Windows
more.
only.
Oh, is it? Oh well, but I guess it's more practical than a.
No, no, I might be able to use it on my work computer.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can use it for work.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, let me
Speaking of
compare
the
this versus
internet,
the real green screen. Hmm.
I paid for an online concert.
Oh,
Yeah, of my favorite band, Dance Gavin Dance.
dashboard. Yes.
Wait, I'm looking for the date.
Do they
Uh,
give shout outs? Because I feel like that's the whole point of these online concerts is they sometimes give shout outs.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I'm looking for the ticket.
they actually have probably a really huge concert, right?
Normally, yeah. Customer
Yeah.
uh, dance. The concert is July 17th. Oh, that's next week.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, not tomorrow.
Oh, that's coming up soon.
Yeah, next week. I
Hmm.
don't know whether I'll watch it live. It'll be like 9 a.m. for me in the morning.
Oh, that's too early for you.
I mean, I could get up for them, but you can watch the like replay after the concert's over. But, yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But do you get the same feeling live versus,
Obviously
you
not,
know?
but it's the best alternative right now because these guys never come to Asia, and then now
No.
not with this COVID situation, and it's only 10 USD, which is
Mm.
much
Yeah,
cheaper.
surprised not more people are doing live concerts. At least in the past.
In the
Mm.
past, no, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know why it took this COVID thing for them to come up with this idea. But now that like you mention it, like to me it seems like it makes perfect sense to do a live,
mm-hmm,
like a live
Yeah.
stream, because then you
yeah,
can cover
Hmm.
like way more people, right?
yep,
Yeah.
For
yeah,
sure. I think they were just weren't confident people would actually watch it unless everyone's stuck at home.
But I feel like there's less risk involved with a live stream versus like a live concert.
mm-hmm,
Because if you
Hmm.
book a venue and no one comes, it's worse, right?
yeah,
But if let's say like you host like a live stream concert in like a
Hmm.
jamming studio or something,
mm-hmm,
yeah,
Yeah.
at worst like you just be stuck paying the rent for the studio or whatever, as
yep,
opposed to like
Hmm.
paying for equipment and all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine that the label probably wants them to do a big concert because they just get more of a cut of the money. You
Yeah, for
know?
yeah,
sure. I think like live concerts you can charge like a lot more.
yeah. Obviously, they charge way more for live concerts, and I mean, I
But then
guess music
but
is
then
a
that's to cover their costs, right? For all the marketing and equipment and rental.
yeah,
So
Hmm.
like, and if you scale down your concert, then you have less cost, and then in turn you could charge less. I don't know.
Right.
but like at least the whole music industry is kind of slow and
Mhm.
outdated somewhat. Like besides streaming
Yeah.
music, right? Which only
Mhm.
became a thing like not too long ago. Everyone else was relying on CDs and record sales and so
I
on.
mean, like
Mhm.
a few years ago, like I know some, cause I mean, like it's related to work. So like some of them release apps
Mm-hmm.
to celebrate album launches.
Yeah.
So it's like
Mhm.
albums as apps kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
which is like quite an interesting idea.
Yeah.
But then I think
What
it's
does the
too
app do?
fragmented. I forgot. Like, but I think it's basically like more than just an album. You get like other stuff too. If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, I think Linkin Park tried to do an app. I think it came with a game. I'm not sure. Something.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds familiar. But I feel
Yeah,
like they're
that
good
was
at
quite.
like art and animation and game just makes sense for Linkin Park, but it wouldn't make sense for everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I mean, I think what's Taylor Swift did is it an app as well, or it was like some special experience of the blank space music video. You could move around the
Oh,
house while it was playing or something like that. Yeah, I remember it was like on on iOS or something. Yeah,
Mm.
it was a
you're a
while.
true Swiftie.
That was so long ago though. Blank space. What's that?
Uh,
4 years? No,
mm.
I don't even remember. 5? Yeah.
I heard her concert, like live concert, is quite an experience. So I feel like, oh, I actually would totally go to Taylor Swift concert if I could.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I
You
would too,
would?
but I haven't
I
been.
didn't know. I didn't take you as a Swifty.
well, I mean, if they have good like pyrotechnics and like other effects, I'll totally go for that.
I mean, like this, like that reminds me of something like one of my lecturers said last time. Like everyone knows that all these like pop singers, a lot of them do lip sync
Uh huh.
when they do live
Mm-hmm.
shows.
Yeah.
And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of their fans know this, but they go for the theatrics, like you said, like the
Mm-hmm.
pyrotechnics, the dance, the costumes. So,
Yeah,
but
I
they
don't
don't
think
really
it's
care
easy
that
to
they
dance
lip
and
sync.
sing.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah, I mean, like
experience.
it's unreasonable to expect them to like dance and sing without being out of breath.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yeah,
that is true too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few singers. I think Pink can do it, like both like live and dance, because she's just that good.
Well, she's super
But
fit,
most singers
right?
can't do it. Yeah, yeah, it's to be super jacked at the same time.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
go
oh
on.
yeah, and then the other thing I've learned the other day is that a lot of these live streams aren't even live, especially if there's no like audience interaction. It's actually
Hmm.
pre-recorded
That
because
is
there's
true
too
too.
much risk of bad internet.
Yeah. Yep. That's a
Yeah.
thing as well. I mean, the only I guess like guarantee or guaranteed perk of this is it's a special thing that you can't watch anywhere else until someone rips it, of
Hmm.
course.
Yeah.
where they live streaming it to?
uh, what's that service? Hang on, let me check. It's at live single music, I think.
I mean, if they chose to like host it on like Twitch or YouTube, where they have like better server like bandwidth and capacity,
Yeah.
then you
Hmm.
could deal with the internet thing.
Hmm. True. Oh, weird. They didn't say.
I mean, they could do both, right? They could do like a live version and a recorded, or and there's recording at the same time. And
Yeah, I'm
people who
sure
have
Yeah,
they're
or
terrible
different.
or they
internet.
do like a exactly like the performance is live recorded and then they do Q&A live or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like a lot of those, like some Twitch streamers, like they do live Twitch streams, then they record it, they save it, and then they just upload it onto YouTube afterwards.
Yeah.
Yes, like us.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
They're ahead of the entertainment industry.
I know, right? Pioneers.
Yeah, but it'll be on some live stream site lah.
Hmm.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys about it next week.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, my flight was okay. Like, KLIA was actually surprisingly crowded. I was like, wow, how is people flying? It turns out people are totally still going from Malaysia to India, and
Wow.
like
Are
places
we
like
allowed
that,
to
and all
leave?
like Malaysia to Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Are
A
we
lot
allowed
of
to
people who live
travel?
in Malaysia are not Malaysian, apparently, because I was also thinking the same thing. But if you have a foreign passport, you can leave.
Oh, so Malaysians still
So
can't leave?
I don't think you can.
I
But
have
I
no
don't
idea.
know.
I haven't tried.
Please look up your local news. But my impression is that if you're Malaysian, you're not allowed to leave.
Yeah,
But
it
uh,
seems that overseas travel is still not allowed yet.
hmm
So I think it's mostly for people who are returning home, like
hmm
Malaysians returning home, or like people foreigners returning home from Malaysia.
yeah, there's a lot. I thought everyone would have left by now, but turns out everyone else was like me, and stuck around and decided to leave.
Do you
And I
think
think
it's
this is because all the planes started operating as well.
do you think it was as crowded as like a normal KLIA day, or is it more crowded than
No,
you thought it would be, but still
more
like
crowded
actually
than I
good?
thought it'll be. I thought I'll be the only one. I don't know why I had this expectation.
Oh, okay.
I'm the only person at the airport. No, it was like maybe like 10-15% capacity because like most of the terminals in KLI and International, like they most of the arms are closed.
Okay.
So they only had a few that they consolidated.
mm-hmm.
And like most of the shops were closed except for watch shops for some reason, and like one convenience store or something like that. I don't know why
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
shops decided they still get business.
Okay, so
To
Malaysians
me, like
who
what shop
don't
margins are
have a
very high,
reason
you know.
can't
Mm.
leave.
Like they need just need one person to buy a watch a day and stay in business.
Yeah, which is disturbing, right? Because it's not even like the Rolex one; it's like the G Shock. Like, actually, the question, maybe my G Shocks are super marked up. Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
like,
actually,
and
that's a very
then
good question. I wonder what the margins are for
yeah, maybe
watches.
G Shocks are actually Passamala watches, like,
Yeah,
but with a better branding.
I mean they're probably all made in the same factories, you know,
Yeah. Hmm.
and then just like di- sent to a different location for like the branding, and then
Hmm.
the Pasamalam ones are the ones without branding.
I think my G-Shock's actually made in Malaysia. So
Oh,
that's
really?
the other thing.
Oh, really?
Like literally, is it actually made in the same
Let's see the
factory
one
for the
Singip
pasta
gave
malam?
me.
So you gave you a G-Shock?
Well, he sold it to me.
Oh
Oh yeah, it
wow.
says made in Malaysia.
Yeah.
My camera's not sharp enough, but
Hmm.
wow, that's new.
Exactly. National pride.
Made in
G-Shock.
Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
That's
that
insane.
your mom?
Vanessa.
Oh, hey Vanessa. Welcome to our stream.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So like it was crowded. Hello.
hello.
You're live
Yeah.
on TV
The
ish.
camera's here.
Oh. Yeah, so like from my flight was from Kuala Lumpur to Hong Kong, and it was a full flight.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like the security was trying to social distance people, but like the moment we were on like the corridor part, people were like squashing, and I was getting a bit annoyed. Um,
They were all
and
like standing
suddenly,
close to each other.
yeah, it was like
Did they
the
leave
good
like the middle
news.
seats empty?
No, they did not. They filled it up. So
Wow.
the everyone wore a mask.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, some people wore a face shield on top, and some people were wearing full-on surgical scrubs with booties, which
Yeah.
was
I seen a
interesting.
lot of photos of people doing that.
Yeah, but to me, it doesn't make a difference. I mean, like your clothes are not the problem usually.
No,
But
but you
good for
touch your
them.
clothes, right? People touch. People might touch
Yeah,
your
but
clothes. You may sit down somewhere and then like it passes the virus. You know.
it's not gonna go through fabric, I don't think. But I mean, it's good for them. Um, and then like the flight from Hong Kong to SFO was pretty, it was pretty empty. So I
Okay,
had like a whole three seats to myself, and then like pretty much all the corners were empty.
that's good.
Like so yeah. So I think it's a lot of people are going from Kuala Lumpur to Hong Kong to go somewhere else or to
Yeah,
go to Hong Kong.
sure.
Yeah. So Hong Kong airport was also super empty.
Okay.
Most things were closed.
Mm.
Yeah. So, but I'm getting COVID tested today
Yeah.
at the hospital
Mm-hmm.
because my insurance covers it. So
Give us
we'll let you
positive
guys know.
news.
Well, I mean, we need to be like serologically positive, but active virus negative. But
Mm-hmm.
there's a high false positive rate with these tests,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't put too much faith in it either.
Mm-hmm.
It
But I
depends,
think
right?
like I
Is it
heard
the
that
antibodies test?
I'm doing both. I decided I might as well do it both if it's free.
Yeah.
Because the
Just to
antibodies
see
test
what
is
the
supposed to
results.
like yield higher false positives or negatives.
Correct. False
Yeah.
positives, I believe, because the rate is
Ah,
actually the prevalence is really low.
like you need to do the one where they shove the stick up in your nose.
Yes, I'm doing that as well.
And then in your
So
So that
mouth.
is shove the
the other
stick
day
up
I
my
was
nose
like,
is in the car.
yeah. So the other day I was like talking to my doctor friend about it. So I thought it's
Mm-hmm.
only in your nose, right? But he said they do both.
Well,
Like
it's
it's a swab in your nose and your mouth, right? And apparently
yes, it's the throat.
they use the same stick, right?
Oh, they do? I know. Actually, did not know that.
Well, that's what he told me, right? Maybe in the US it's
Oh,
different, but he said here they use the same stick. So I was
oh.
asking him like, isn't that kind of gross? Like if you put it in your nose and then you put it in your mouth, isn't that like kind of you like eating your own boogers? And then like he's like, which do you prefer? Then like then I said like I think I would much prefer it went in my mouth first before it went into my nose, right?
Uh-huh.
But then he said like he finds that disgusting because it's like no, then you'll be smelling your own spit in your nose, you know. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
actually more
know. I
dangerous
like both are kind
that
of
way,
gross,
right?
right? But I rather like smell my own spit and like taste my own boogers. I don't know.
Well, I feel like safety wise, like if I could choose, I would go for the nose first because your nose, the barrier between your nose and your brain is actually really thin.
Mm-hmm.
So the chance of you getting some throat bacteria or virus into your brain is actually much more risky to me. But I don't know. Who knows? Probably don't even
Oh,
have a choice.
Well, he also
yeah.
said
So I
that
asked, so I
humans
asked
are
him, and
used
then
to
he's
like
like,
swallowing phlegm,
he said
which
like,
yeah,
yeah, that's what he said. It's like when you cough and you swallow your own phlegm,
yeah,
Yeah.
and then yeah. So he said like, oh, I never thought about giving people a choice before, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and now you
Yeah.
mentioned about throat bacteria, and then I mean, now that you put it that way, then okay, it makes sense then, you know.
Well, I mean, I'll let you know which order they do it in. Bit freaky. Yeah, but like but the downside is that like in for the active viral testing, like you the drive through, so you drive up to the booth, and then
Yeah.
Mhm.
someone in PPE would stick it up your nose, or you do it yourself or something.
Yeah.
But then like for the antibody serological test, I still have to go into the hospital and then like do it like normal. So it's not like I'm completely shielded or anything.
Why don't they like
Isn't
do
it
it
ironic though?
both at
Like
once?
the more comprehensive testing
Hmm.
is like they treat it more like they approach it with more
Casually,
caution,
yeah.
right? And then the
But
other
no,
one
they
is like,
can't
yeah,
do it all.
just come into the hospital.
Right. I don't think they set up to do a blood draw from the car.
Yeah, as
Oh,
in
you
they should
can.
just
I
do
So,
think
both in
my
the
friend took my
hospital.
blood in my car before.
oh really?
Yeah, I mean, cause I wanted to get, I was supposed to like see a doctor, so he thought like at his hospital, and then he's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, need to do a blood test first before you go. Then it's like, come on, I just do it in the car, you know, cause he keeps some of his equipment in his car.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
how
fine. I mean,
casual.
like, I didn't think it was very unsanitary.
Uh-huh.
right? I mean, how I don't know how dirty can it be?
I mean, that depends on your car, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I've been loving this YouTube channel called The Detail Geek, who does like disaster details, and some of the cars are so disgusting. It's like I don't know how the person lives because it seems like they've just like thrown trash and smoked and just never emptied it ever in their entire lives. And like just sit on it every single day. Oh, actually, the worst ones are the ones with children, because I'm like, you're making your children sit in filth every single day.
Oh
Like,
dear.
well, how is this not child abuse?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. My car's pretty dirty, so I don't want to be too judgy. But I feel like some people are able to like keep it like meticulous, like
Hmm.
super clean, and I really admire that.
Yeah. I think
You
it's
guys have clean cars.
my car's
And it's relatively
it's
clean.
just yeah, it's okay. I wouldn't call it like clean or
Yeah,
dirty. I think it's
yeah.
easier to take
But
care
you
of a
don't
car
smoke in the car.
if you have a house,
Hmm. That's true.
because like it's easier to just walk out to it and like clean it.
Hmm.
Whereas if you live in a condo,
Yeah.
it's all the way downstairs and you don't have like access to the hose or whatever. You have to drive your car away.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I do smoke in my car, not all the time, but
Oh, you do?
yeah.
Oh, it doesn't smell like smoke though, so good for you.
I mean, I wind the windows down. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Some people just use their car as an ashtray,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
no,
so
I don't do that.
disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a very cathartic channel. It's kind of like pimple popping, but like car cleaning. Oh,
That's
speaking
like
of pimple popping, I discovered a new lady who's Dr. Miss Foot Fixer who pulls off toenails. She's a podiatrist who tries to be like
Oh,
Sandra Lee.
but I don't know. I mean, like off like first impressions that you mentioned, I'm like, it doesn't seem very satisfying compared
Original.
to pimple popping.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Like she has a British slash Hong Kong accent, and then like her husband is her sidekick because he's the GP or
Okay.
something, and they have the same practice, and she's like bossing him around.
hmm
Yeah, it's on Truly, which is like what Barcroft TV was renamed to.
Barcroft TV.
Yeah, it's like I call it. Johan says I watch it when I'm depressed to see like people with worse lives. It's one of those like people with like giant tumors and like who despite all that live very strong like happy lives, that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
So I can be like, well, at least I don't have skin that falls off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you ever watch
so
Long Island Medium?
a little bit.
My mom loves watching that. Yeah.
Oh, I just got my tarot cards. Do you want your fortune read? I can also do that for you.
You can read, sing it.
Actually, Vanessa does tarot reading too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I
Oh,
went
no
to her house last
way.
time, and then like she did like a quick read for me.
Oh, nice.
What did you get?
Oh, then I gotta learn from the professional.
I mean, I forgot what I got, but then it's interesting, I guess.
Did anything
Hmm.
come true?
I can't remember actually. I can't remember what my reading was really. So
Oh,
I know like George doesn't believe in all this like hokey pokey.
Yeah.
well, at least you don't think it's occult. Like there's people who don't believe it, which is the thing is I don't think I'm predicting the future. I'm just using it as like well, number one is a way to get your friends to tell you what they are really caring about at any given moment, because usually that's their question is the thing they really care about. But also it's like a framework for decision making. Like you already know what you want the answer to be. I'm just like helping you get over the hump kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
See, I never thought of it that way. For me, it's just like yeah, maybe unconsciously I'm doing that. Like I'm trying to like come to a decision, and then now
Hmm.
like the cards have told me my fate.
hmm
I'm like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
oh it makes sense. Like yeah, that's what I wanted to do anyway. Or like oh, that's not what I
Hmm.
wanted, and it's like, oh, then it makes you realize like what you really want, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah. That's how I see it. I don't think I have. But maybe some
I
people
mean,
do know how to tell
I
fortune.
don't
I
think it
don't.
like predicts anything, but it's just like
Hmm.
just something nice to think about. Don't take it too seriously.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
How how do you feel about astrology though?
Did we talk about this
we
already?
did.
I forgot. But clearly, we actually love talking about it, even though none of us actually believe it. I think the Mercury was in retrograde the other day.
Oh,
The Mercury.
Uh, yeah, so Mercury in retrograde is something astrology people care a lot about, apparently. But it's like this like optic illusion where you think the Mercury is going in the opposite direction. Like it's like circling back, but it's because of physics and the way we perceive it, because we're relatively moving at the same time, and there's a one point in time where it looks like it's going backwards.
Okay.
Yes, and usually people say that that's usually a bad day,
Uh
like a
huh.
bad luck day.
Yeah.
So if things go wrong, it's because Mercury is in retrograde.
Okay.
I think it was like a few Fridays ago or something.
Is it just a saying, or are they referring to like something that?
Oh, it's an astrological, it's an actual astronomy phenomenon.
Okay.
Like actual, like if you look at Mercury, it is in retrograde,
Mm-hmm.
but whether it is the cause of bad luck or not is like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. Like I wish we
I
could
feel
like
like,
perceive luck or
do
somehow
you though?
quantify it.
I feel like it's one of those like monkey's paw things.
Monkey paw. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, let's say if you knew that you were gonna be lucky today, would you like live out that day differently?
I mean, like
Oh
if I knew
gosh.
for sure,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
and I mean, if like this was a good reading, then yeah, I mean, I might be a bit more optimistic about my day. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I won't
Mm.
exactly run out to go and buy the lottery,
Yeah.
thinking I would win, right? But I'd be like, oh yeah, so my horoscope, whatever, says that today's gonna be a lucky day. So maybe I'll feel a bit more upbeat about it.
So how about if you like change your mindset to believe that every day is gonna be a good day? You know, you.
What if I make you a fake astrology website where I only give you good fortunes? Hmm.
Yeah.
I think that that's the trick, right? Is like people who I think there is actually the book that I read about by Maria Konnikova about poker talks about the idea of luck
Mm-hmm.
and how like people who perceive themselves as lucky are actually more lucky
Okay.
because they are able to see like hidden opportunities much
Yeah.
more because they're open to that perception. Whereas if we assume you're unlucky, you actually won't even see the opportunity at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's true.
So it is actually important for us to think that we're lucky, even though it's so hard.
Well, I guess it's all a
Yeah.
mindset thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is I don't know. This topic reminds me of a podcast I've been listening to. Anyway, this guy they were talking about how people who like how races make a difference. So like black people who went to black doctors recovered better
Mm-hmm.
than the black people who had non-black doctors. And
Oh
then
yeah,
this
yeah.
study like expanded into different things like students. So black students who had black teachers were more successful
Mm-hmm.
in the future compared to black students who
Mm-hmm.
didn't have black teachers. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so there was a whole debate how over how like segregation like actually improves people's lives, but then
Ooh,
they
touchy.
but it's a bad thing to do as well, to segregate people,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, based on their
Mm-hmm.
race.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
mean,
Well, there should be just more black teachers overall. Is the issue I feel.
yeah,
I
Not
mean, you
don't
can't
segregate
like.
the students.
I mean, how do you get more black teachers? Like you can't force people to become teachers.
yeah,
You can. Well, the thing is, it's a kind of tricky in America because teachers are not a prestigious position in America anyway. So,
are they
um,
anywhere?
it's a bit tough. Well, I mean, if you're an expat in a international school, I think you have a relatively nice life
Sure.
compared to like a local teacher.
Yeah.
I mean, there was
Yeah.
one like really long time ago in college.
Hmm.
I was like quite annoyed with this lecturer, so I posted on Facebook, right? I mean, I didn't name
Oh,
him.
you did?
I basically just said something like, "Oh, this lecture's so boring," you know. And then
Hmm.
They read it.
one of my China, one of my China friends like messaged me and saying I was being disrespectful to my teacher, right? For
Yeah.
saying
Oh,
so
yeah.
like yeah. I mean, maybe there are some cultures that revere teachers more than
Yeah,
others.
Mm-hmm.
that's true.
I mean, I didn't think I was being disrespectful. I just thought like, this is such a boring class, right?
Yeah.
But then
Hmm.
like they thought differently, so I'm like, okay.
Hmm.
And like speaking about race and segregation, like maybe there's some like comfort or familiarity.
Yeah.
Like in Australia,
Hmm.
I know it's quite true because whenever I hang out with like my Malaysian friends or Asian friends or like go to restaurants or neighborhoods that are predominantly Asian,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a
Hmm.
bit more comfortable, more at home.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, so yeah, there is like
Yeah,
maybe a
Australia is pretty.
grain of truth to that thing.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I follow Natalie Tran still on Twitter, even though she hasn't been updating community channel for so long. Um, but it does seem like Australia seems pretty racist against Asians to me,
Is it?
A lot of
even
people
though there's
actually
a lot
said
of
that to
Asian
me
people.
though. Like a lot of I've heard a lot of stories from friends who say they get racist things said to them, but like I
Hmm.
personally haven't experienced anything like that.
That's
Like
good.
the worst thing, like worst thing was a lecturer who like stereotyped me. He was saying, I
To be
forgot what he
good
was
at
saying, but
math.
we were talking about, huh?
To be good at math.
Yeah.
Oh
I forgot what class it was, right? But then like so we were doing like some group work, and then like he came to each of the tables. I think I was like
no.
the
Uh huh.
only Chinese guy on the table, right? And then he was talking
Hmm.
about like math, and he looked at me like, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you should be pretty good at that, right? And I was like,
Too
because I
sad.
felt like it's like the furthest thing from the truth. I don't think I'm very good at math. Yeah,
Hmm.
but that was like like the worst. That's why I say worst thing, right? It was just a
Yeah.
stereotyping, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, like nothing hostile. No? Yeah, I
Mm.
was just lucky. I don't know.
That's true. I mean,
Mm.
But I was there for like for quite a while, so I don't know. I have really good
He
odds.
eventually realized that you were not good at math.
I mean, like it wasn't a math class, but
Oh, okay.
I don't think I did very well for this subject either. I think I shattered some stereotypes for him.
Oh, okay. That's good. You contributed to the racial harmony.
Yeah. Oh, maybe not all Asians are good at math. They're not very
Yeah.
good at marketing either.
well, I remember when I was in Taylor's college, I was doing A levels, and in one of the earlier lessons, the lecturer he told us, "Oh, what international school kids are terrible. Like they always like fail my class and shit like that." So we were,
Really?
yeah, yeah. So we were all like, "Oh, we're gonna prove him wrong," and in the end, we failed like so many tests. So it was
No.
true, you know. I mean, it was like I mean, might have been an unjustified, like no,
Hmm.
like he didn't need to say it, lah, but he did, and I don't know. We couldn't prove him wrong.
I was kind of, maybe he was trying to motivate you in a
Yeah,
twisted
maybe.
way.
Yeah,
I mean, they
Yeah.
did, right?
But
Like George felt like he did prove him wrong.
yeah,
Like he
but
was motivated to do that, just that he didn't manage to do
I
that.
didn't. Yeah.
A different thing.
was it like taught in a very rote way? Because I feel like maybe the way he teaches on the curriculum covers more something a local school would cover, but something that you just never learn.
Possibly, I have no idea. But from what I've heard from other students, like those who studied the local syllabus,
Hmm.
they they found it like easier to understand than
Mm.
me and my GIS buddies.
Oh,
Yeah, but it could be confirmation bias because like we were bad at the subject anyway, so it would have been
what
hard
was
for
it?
us to study. Huh? Me, Andre, and Wei Hong. Don't know you remember him.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, what I remember. What class was it?
Oh, physics.
Oh,
Yeah. So, cause
wow. I
I
mean,
got an it was either a B or A in for IGCSE, so I thought I was
mhm,
decent at it. But yeah,
Eh.
mhm,
no, wasn't. High
A lot of
yeah.
people like
school,
to say like O levels are supposed to be easier compared to SPM.
yeah, I hear that a lot too.
I mean, I
Oh,
don't
I'm
know.
sure it is.
I never said SPM, so I don't really have a frame
Yeah,
of reference.
that's true.
I think we don't have to memorize as much stuff.
Hmm.
I think the curriculum is just smaller.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, like I took physics at Taylor's College. I mean, obviously it's different curriculum, but I don't feel like I learned very much.
But you didn't flunk it, right?
uh, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
No. But I almost when I went from to USC in the US, like I almost flunked organic chemistry too, because it was just such a mismatch into like the because I took like OChem one
Yeah.
in Taylor's College, but OChem two in the US is like 1,000 times harder. Like,
Oh man,
and I had no
Ochem.
idea, or else I would have done it from scratch. And
Yeah,
so I like barely passed.
organic chemistry was terrible. I flunked. Like for A levels, I got a U, which is ungraded. That means it's below 13%.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
impressive.
Uh,
Uh,
but yeah, it was terrible. It was
yeah.
so hard. Organic chemistry. I don't know.
But I feel like we could like if it was like taught like let's just say they made a game out of it or
Yeah,
something, we
sure.
could have learned it. But
Yeah.
there is like a rule to it, but we just
Mm-hmm.
never understood.
Yeah. Like
But do you think
Yeah.
like if you were to redo it now, like at your age and experience,
uh,
would you be
Hmm.
better at it?
Yes, because I would know to like look for Khan Academy or like other videos to learn it
mm-hmm.
and not be stuck trying to stare at a textbook.
I mean, like okay, I don't know. I'm not sure what I was. I can't remember what I was. My attitude was back in school, but
Hmm.
I feel like as I get older, I'm a bit more analytical than I was.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So like, I feel like I would probably do better if I actually put in the effort last time.
Yeah, sure. We would all do better. I mean,
Sure.
with
But
Yeah.
I don't think I'm stupid or anything. It's just that now, like like I realize that I like to analyze and break things down a lot.
mm-hmm.
So I was thinking,
Hmm.
like if like for stuff like math, especially math, right, which is very logical kind of thing. Like if I were to take my current mindset and to go back in time, like why fare better?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Well,
But I'm
like,
not sure what it was back then that hindered my ability to understand what was being taught.
mm,
You know,
I still think it just wasn't taught well, or like in a way where I could see where I would use it in the future, or like
sure.
you know.
Yeah,
no, but so many people did
Mm.
well. I mean, a lot of people did pretty well for their O levels, right? So
they probably
if
cared
it's
more
like a
about
you know
it
like a
than we did.
teaching thing, then I don't think like so many people would do so well. Right? I don't,
I think they cared about it more than we did.
Yeah, because
That's
I
it.
was so when you see someone who does it really well, I was like, oh yeah, Wei Ying, like how does she study, things like that.
I mean, I feel like
Oh, so I
the
think she
number of
recently gave
average
birth
students
to
are
her
like
bachelor.
higher.
Oh. No,
Hmm.
but like Sam and I went to watch Spider Man during our exams.
You did?
Yeah,
I think like yeah, it was like
Oh,
a
wow.
exam in the afternoon,
yeah,
Uh huh.
and then like we had like time to kill before the exam, and we watched
Hmm.
Spider Man, and we went
yeah.
to play Cyber Cafe.
Oh, I'm sure it was worth it. Was it the Toby Maguire one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was the first one. The first one.
I
The first
think
one.
yeah, it had to be the first one. It was so
Hmm.
long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yes, that was probably worth it.
probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
But
mean,
yeah,
if
I
I had
don't
to go
know.
back in time, like I wouldn't do animation.
Oh,
Yeah,
what would you do?
I would go into like coding, software development.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. I didn't
You
do
can
it.
still do it.
Yeah, well, I don't have the time or money to go to school. I would have to do it on my own
Mm,
time, which,
yeah. There's free code camp.
yeah, I mean that would
Mm.
mean giving up my free time. Yeah,
Yeah, like that trade-off was totally not worth
yeah.
it.
We'll see.
Yeah. That's how I felt. That's why I did the Udacity nano degree back in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 3-4 months to do a Python AI coding sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a part of it is like that motivation was like, oh, I wish I learned it as I was younger, blah blah blah. Would I give up, that kind of thing? Because I didn't believe that I was good at it because I thought I was bad at math and therefore I would not be good at computer science, which is actually completely false logic.
Mm.
Because I'm still bad at math, but I was okay at coding.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I don't know.
I mean, for
And I would
coding, what
totally
you
have
need
only pick
is
classes
just
I like.
logic.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of copy and paste. I just find things
Stack
online.
Exchange.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think a lot of like classes. I was glad I actually like I avoided all the hard classes at GIS as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I was also very lucky in that I had zero classes with Wei and Guanliang type people. So I always got to be like, top of my own little like pond, my own small pond. Which I think is very important because it's like if people think that you are smart, then I think you do better, even though it's just all relative.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have done worse if I was in Wayne's class because I would have always felt like I could never catch up.
You think if people think you're smart, then you try harder to keep up that
Yes,
impression? Yeah.
yes. It's
Uh,
also a lot of pressure, like to
Oh,
do that.
it's like the
That was the
opposite for
secret.
me. I'm like, I need to dispel that notion ASAP.
Yeah.
It's like I need you to have some realistic expectations from me.
yeah.
It's like no, I don't mean
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try, but
Mhm.
I don't want people to think like, oh yeah, he has all the answers. Like yeah, I put in the effort, but
Mhm.
I don't want you to assume anything.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
rather surprise you that like, oh, hey, good job, as opposed to like, oh, I expected more from you, that kind of thing.
Right.
yeah.
And I think like the other secret is I just took classes that had like zero math. Like I took all the writing based classes
Mm-hmm.
where it's like much more like soft and you just memorize a lot of stuff, but it's not as nowhere near as hard. I think you guys took classes that were way too hard. Like,
Yeah, I did.
so
Like
that's
what?
like
I
self
mean, like
defeating in a way.
I think ad maths was like my no, actually no, chemistry was my hardest class.
I'm a
Yeah.
writer.
What's my superpower? I got this mug for my old job because I was a medical writer.
uh,
Even though nowadays I try to do as little writing as possible.
mm-hmm.
But yeah. Oh, so my niece, I feel like I'm undecided whether I should let her know that I do this kind of stream with you guys
How old is she again?
Mm.
in college.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I think she's almost done with her diploma program, and she's trying to decide what to do with her life.
Uh-huh.
And I believe she receives inapplicable advice from my brother.
Why? Isn't he like a
um,
successful businessman?
yeah, but by his own terms.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, like, she is like, what I really like about my niece is that she's very like independent thinking, and like, yeah, it's very sweet, unlike me. And like, it's like she knows that she knows what she wants to do doesn't match other people's expectations. I don't think she knows exactly what she wants to do per se. Like I think she has expressed some interest in different hobbies, but it's like you know enough to not to go with the flow, sort of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I think like the hard part is like I think she's pretty. introverted despite being like I don't think she's shy, but I think she's also like a little I don't know. You know how it is when you're younger. Like
Yeah, of
and she
course.
doesn't have her like tribe of friends, you know, that are like more like her.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like when you're like younger, especially in Malaysia, it's very hard to find your people because it's not as easy to, you know, look for people online and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
glad I met Singip,
So yeah, your people.
my
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I lucked out with my friends.
You're
Mm-hmm.
welcome.
Exactly. You're welcome.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like and
it is like more or less luck, right?
mm,
mhm,
I mean, I came to GIS, I didn't know anyone or what to expect,
yeah.
and
mhm,
you guys just came into my life, and then that was it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
mhm,
that's pure luck.
Well, I mean,
Well, I mean,
it's a
like
two-way
obviously
thing,
there's some effort involved in maintaining the friendship, but
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, but you need to be interested in the friendship to begin with for you to put in the
mhm,
effort, right? So
I mean,
mhm.
you definitely like showed something that made us interested enough to stick around.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're glued together by a bajillion random abandoned hobbies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Like, so I feel like my advice to her would always be like, you have to find your people,
Mm-hmm.
and like, I don't know how you would go about doing that these days.
I
Like,
don't know, I feel like
join Discord
it needs to
server.
be organic.
Yeah,
Like
especially now with COVID,
you
right? You
can't
can't just
force
like go
friendship.
out.
That's true.
Yeah.
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 Well, I mean, can try just joining some like classes or
Clubs.
Facebook groups, like
Mhm.
with like-minded people. Yeah. Who knows?
Mhm.
I don't know. I haven't made new friends in years.
No, I mean you got like your colleagues are your friends, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, but like that's the
That's what I'm
environment.
saying.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're put together,
You
so you make
you draw
friends.
the line though. Like I always feel like I always draw the line between like different groups of people.
Not really. Like
Like
Mhm.
I try to
like
mix
like
people if possible.
oh, I
Yeah.
mean sometimes if it happens, right? But then usually I unconsciously just draw the line uh like with my tattoo artist, like yeah, I think we are kind of like friends. Like we talk and then it's fun. Like, I don't mind talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
But then he'll always be my tattoo artist, right? I won't really think of him
Yeah.
as like a friend. Like we have friendly conversations, right? But I wouldn't
Because
like think
Yeah.
of him as a friend
you haven't
kind of
like
thing.
started going out with him to do non-tattoo stuff.
No, but that's the thing, right? Like to me, it's like oh, he's always my tattoo artist. Like
Okay.
I don't
Mhm.
see him as like someone that I will want to hang out with. Like not because he isn't interesting, but it's just like oh, we have that professional line between client and tattoo
Yeah, sure.
artist.
I mean,
But it's just me. I mean, like
yeah, yeah.
everyone is like
If you want
completely
to
different.
keep it that way, then that's fine, lah. But if you wanted him to be your friend, then you would have to like do non-business
Probably. I mean, like
activities.
so, like you and Jason were colleagues, right?
Yeah.
And now like you're really good friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So like yeah, that's a pretty nice transition.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it has to transition. It's like, would you hang out with your,
Yeah. Sure. Of
coworker
course.
after work and other places, that kind of thing? Because I've definitely kept a few of my coworkers as friends,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like you kind of almost need to do that in a small industry because it's the same five people over and over again that you encounter in different companies anyway.
Yeah.
So it's good to have more friends. But I think that's definitely that line. But I feel like the tattoo artist is especially interesting to me because it's so intimate to me to have someone like make a permanent mark on your skin. I feel like.
No, like I mean, like sometimes like the session's really long, right? Like it's like 4 or 5 hours. So it's actually like
Right.
hanging out the whole day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like yeah, it's fun. Like we have
True.
funny conversations, but
Hmm.
once it's like done and I leave, and I'm like yeah, that's it. Like yeah, we had a good time and like, there's that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Even like in
Which
uni,
piece
like
was done by him or her?
quite a few actually.
Oh,
But even in uni,
are
like
you
Show
are you
show
there
on
to get
camera.
canvas?
Take off your
sorry,
shit. Show on camera.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh, then you get flagged.
It's okay.
You know,
No one's even watching to report.
Twitch is watching their
Sad.
their bots. Like they have maybe some like nipple detection AI.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
And it's okay because you're male, and male nipples are okay usually.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so fat. Looks like I got boobs.
Right, yeah. I don't think you'll pass. But that's really cool though that you have like a steady artist who does your work.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So like, I mean, and it's not like permanent. It's not like a haircut because I can imagine I'm chatting with my hairstylist and it's all fun and games. But then like, I imagine someone who does a tattoo is like, wow, the tattoo that's forever.
Oh well, I mean, I've been going to the
But they
same
better not screw it up.
hairstylist. I've been going to the hairstylist for the past like I don't know 5 6 years, not longer.
Hmm.
Like in Australia, like I would never almost never cut my hair, and only like
Hmm.
I'll come back now, I'll go straight to him to cut.
Oh wow, so loyal. Hmm. I don't think we actually followed our topic list today.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, we covered some topics. I mean, not on the list, but
Yeah.
We covered a lot of topics.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
like, yeah. I mean, well, it seems like a lot of streamers are depressed people or people with mental issues.
I think
So
is it the cause or the other way around?
I don't know, right? Wait, do depressed
Yeah.
people stream? Is that why we're streaming?
No, I feel like streaming, if you
but
get that big, causes
we're not like
depression.
we're not like a very hardcore streamer, no.
Hmm. Well, we've maintained
Yeah.
Like we don't care if no one's watching actually.
yeah.
I feel
Right.
like those like maybe more hardcore streamers will like try and boost their online presence a bit.
Uh-huh.
I think it's
Yeah,
an
and they get a
interesting
lot of
question,
hateful
right? I wonder
comments.
if like there's like some kind of psychological link
Hmm.
between streaming and depression or something.
Is there?
Hmm.
I don't know. I said it would be interesting if like there was like a study or
Oh,
something
right.
like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like like it's a attention thing. Like in real life, I can't find people who will click with me, so I need to go online, gather as many people
Yeah.
as possible who adore me or something like that.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Maybe if you start off with that kind of psychology, you're not gonna end up happy for sure. But I was surprised by like people, even people like Swim, who's pretty big on Runeterra. Like he gets a lot of hate comments, and then I
Hmm.
was like, how can you? Well, what's he doing that can possibly cause hate comments? But
Yeah.
apparently, people would say that he ropes too much and things like that. And I'm like, but how can he be the top streamer in the? I mean, the top player in the world if you don't stop to think about what cards you're casting?
Yeah.
like,
One thing
it's
about
just very
Swim is he
mysterious to
keeps
me.
playing with his hair. Do you ever notice that?
So,
Nothing.
yeah,
I
well,
mean,
that's his tick.
yeah. He's always like,
He's got crazy hair. He
yeah.
has to flip it around like a commercial, which is fine.
Yeah.
Maybe some
Yeah.
people forget that like streaming is not like a video on demand thing.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's literally just watching people do things live, which is not always very exciting. And
Yeah.
some people get
Yeah.
bored, and you're like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
faster. Why are you taking so long?
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
like, people don't have to hate someone. Just turn it off.
Yeah,
No one's.
if I'm bored watching a YouTube video, I just close it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave like a comment like, "Oh, why is this video so boring?"
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's like faster for me to
I was
just click the X than to type out some stupid comment.
I know.
right, but I was watching a Vice documentary on trolls and what they get out of it. But apparently, they get a sixth sense of pleasure from putting other people down.
Yeah.
So if you do feel that way, then I can see why you would write those comments.
But does the person they're putting down need to react to their comments, or is it just
No,
the
but I
fact of
can.
leaving a negative comment is like
I
good
think they
enough for them?
just leaving is good, and if they react, it's even better.
So it's like people who flash people, right?
Yeah, in a way it is,
Like,
yeah.
if I flash a girl and like, it doesn't mean I'm gonna have sex with her, right? But just the fact that she knows I'm flashing is enough for me.
Exactly. And hopefully this will not be taken as video evidence for you in the future. Correct.
I'll go and flash you, but I won't
uh,
state my intentions in advance.
hmm
Yeah.
So she'll
Well,
be
you
more worried
never
about
know.
the things
You
that I
never
don't
know.
say,
Okay,
right?
Louis C.K.
Oh, so yeah, Louis C.K.
or like a Chris D'Elia. Like that's the other thing that came out recently, right?
Oh yeah, Chris D'Elia. Did you watch You?
Well, huh?
Did you watch the series You?
No, I have not.
So
Does that one where he plays the pedophile?
yeah, in the show he plays a
Oh,
pedophile.
oh, well, see, I mean, we're all telegraphing who we really are, apparently. Ah,
Oh, that was pretty crazy when I read that story. Like wow.
yeah, I wonder how Eminem thinks about us being associated with him now. Probably
Ev-
full regret.
everyone's just disassociating with each other.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, so I don't know. I mean, hopefully we will never get big enough to have any haters, because that would be really annoying.
No, at least we are big enough.
Oh. But the thing is, some streamers only get positive. I would say Silverfuse really only gets positive attention. Well,
Mhm.
she's really good about like blocking everyone else.
Yeah.
Because like
I think some
everyone now in the
streamers have
comments is
like
pretty
really good
positive.
moderators
Hmm.
who
Yeah.
like just like
That too.
delete and block out the stuff before like it
Hmm.
gets out of hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The your moderators. Well, I mean, for those super popular streamers, they make a big difference on like the
Hmm.
chat environment.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Actually,
the,
For
read about
sure.
this. I think it was a Vice article on
Hmm.
like webcam girls and then how they maintain an audience and then they were interviewing them
Oh,
and then like the
I think I read the
moderators,
same article.
right? Yeah, so like they're saying like
Yeah,
some of them have like really good moderators who like keep things like proper. You know?
that's so funny that even they need that.
yeah.
Ah. Well, one day, if we ever get big enough, we're gonna hire moderators.
Yeah. One day.
Yeah, kind of like Jamie on Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
someone to help us Google things.
Jamie, can you pull that out?
Yeah. Oh,
That would be
cool.
awesome. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
All
we're
right.
on the half-hour mark. I mean, not half hour, 1 hour mark.
Full hour. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, what do you think of like tightening our stream to only half an hour? Do you think that makes it higher quality, or do you think it actually decreases quality? Because I was wondering if we get people more. Because I think like telling my friends to commit to watching me talk for an hour has been a
Hmm.
little hard. But maybe if I say it's like 20 minutes or half an hour, it's a bit more
I mean,
doable.
they can tune in for 20 minutes, right? Like,
Yeah, but they feel like they're missing out the conversation. Like as if we have like a theme or like a
no,
thing to follow.
just tell
No, but
them.
then if
You
you like
know.
if you keep it too short, then it's kind of like yeah topic then okay next, you know, like it doesn't
Mm,
Mm,
flow as well. But I don't know.
that's true.
I mean, yes and no. Like a shorter also works too. Like those talk show hosts, like they can make
Mm-hmm.
it seem so natural, but at the same time, like they keeping to topic.
yeah.
I guess we haven't figured that out yet.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we
Mhm.
want to tighten the show, then we like stick to topic and whatnot. But I guess it's up
It's a
to
totally
us
different
how.
show that way.
Yeah. I mean, right?
Mm.
I enjoy this current like relaxed feel, which I think is fine. Like
Yeah,
no pressure.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't even have
me
to hit
too.
an hour. Like if we can't, we shouldn't force it. But so far, it's been very natural, and I think
So yeah,
yeah,
exactly. And keep going.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, then let's just stick to the hour format, but maybe we can consider Facebook and other.
yeah, sure. Next week,
Yeah,
I think we'll do it on
actually,
Facebook.
would is it possible to do Instagram live simultaneous streaming,
I don't know if you can do from
or
your
is that very
PC.
tricky?
I
Oh.
don't. I think it's a separate thing.
Uh,
Mm.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think you
that's
can
the
do
only other
from
platform I use.
PC to Instagram. Oh, you're not on Facebook,
Hmm.
right? We
No,
could.
but I don't have to be, right? Because
No,
it's
you
through
don't
your
have.
account.
Yeah. I mean, we
I have
Yeah.
a secret
Oh
account
wait.
that I use to browse things.
we could do YouTube live. I don't know how good that is, but That's another thing we can
I
try.
don't think that is useful unless we have subscribers. We don't have
Oh yeah,
subscribers.
that is true. Yeah, I mean, Facebook's
No one
definitely
will get
the
notified.
easiest way because you have an existing
Hmm.
audience. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. We can give that a shot. And I think this timing, I'm definitely not getting a US audience. My
Yeah.
friends are not watching me while they're getting ready for work.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, how's this time for you? We
Oh no,
prefer.
wait. I see
Huh?
our usual bots.
Yeah, usual bots.
The bots apparently are at all hours.
Yeah, nonstop.
But yeah,
Hmm.
how's this like George said, how's this timing for you?
Are you there?
Oh, we're here.
No, George was asking you how's this timing for you?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking George. Okay.
Oh. And you weren't moving either.
That's
I thought like you froze. You didn't even blink.
I was very still listening to George's potential answer. I was thinking like, what time is it for you guys right now? Yeah,
It's
maybe
10:30.
like 10 to 11 your time PM works for me, which
Yeah,
would
that's
be
fine.
7 to 8.
Okay, so later.
So like an hour later.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, works for
Hmm.
us.
Is like you home
Cool.
sleeping now? Is she still sleeping?
No, I think she got jostled awake by my loud conversation.
Oh. Are you streaming in the bedroom or you went outside?
Well, it's a studio situation, so.
All right.
I don't know. I never seen your house before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on
Yeah,
camera. It
no,
looks like
there's
that.
no soundproofing. Yes.
I thought you're in the same. I thought you're in the same cafe that you were back in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a
Shut up the
branch?
same cafe. Kind of like a McDonald's, always they all look the same.
Yeah.
Oh, why don't they do like
Yeah,
McDonald's backgrounds? That'd
You can
be so
just
that
funny.
would be very
put any
cool. Yeah,
background you want, right?
We should all like set the
yeah.
same background. It would look like we're all at McDonald's.
Yes, we should.
Okay, next week.
Uh,
I'll
Or
try
like,
VCam.
oh, you know what? Like
yeah,
companies should sponsor people to use their backgrounds. So like, oh, like, they're all at McDonald's, right? And then like next week
yeah.
sponsor will be Starbucks. Then we'll all be at Starbucks.
Oh, that's so smart. Oh, I love that idea. Too bad we're not actually paid.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
Well, do you
guys.
guys know anybody who owns a restaurant that could use advertising? Who could definitely use their background?
Our friend's brother used to own a cafe. That was like a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, you can do Bangkara
Well,
ramen.
Yeah. All right. I guess we can call
okay.
it. Oh, we have one new viewer. No, I don't know. I saw the number count go up by one, but there's
Huh.
nobody but a bot. Sad.
How come the viewer count
Hey,
still
we love our
but
bots.
users in chat are like more?
Because those are all bots.
So they don't count, is it?
Yeah,
So like Twitch knows that they're bots.
I assume so.
Oh, okay.
Or there might be people watching but not logged in. I have no
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
But their names are here though under users.
Yeah, those names are all bots except Ali Watcher, who's a
Which is
stalker.
me.
Oh, I see Singip's name now. Maybe that's why it went up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's okay.
No, but to have a
Mhm.
username, you must have an account, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so they should show up under the viewer too, right? Not just in chat. Because technically now there should be like under users I see like 5 people and then plus me there is 6. So technically it should be 6 people watching.
Yeah, so I think
But they're not watching. They're only
Twitch
in
probably
chat.
knows that they're bots. Yeah.
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 Okay, fair enough.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. So,
All right.
anyway, nice chatting. Hope you guys have a good weekend.
You too.
Stay safe.
Well, we'll see what happens next week. I'll let you guys know my results.
But what's the situation like in San Fran and Is
Uh,
it one of the better managed cities? So,
yes. So I don't live in San Francisco proper, so I live in a more suburb area anyway.
oh, fine. It is your area one of those small properly managed one thing?
Yeah, I think so. Most people wear masks,
Oh, that's good.
but I mean, I wouldn't like wander around or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All
All
right.
All
right,
right.
cool.
Take care, world. Bye
Take
See
care.
bye.
you. Bye.
Bye bye.